Hello my friends, welcome to my video. So happy to have you here today as always. Today we're doing a PSA Guess That Grade, and then we're going to review the grades because I already got them back from PSA. So we do the preview a few months before, guess what they're going to get. We got the big three, the Blastoise, Venusaur, Charizard, and two other cards. And then when I get them back, we'll see how accurate I was with that grading. This video is a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get this video started. All right, so here is our first card in the submission. You can see a lot of wear on the front of this card for sure. You can see a nice little bend right there. And then the back of the card is very, very played. Lots of whitening. Look at that. Hopefully that lighting is showcasing that. It's not the worst condition card in the submission, but I am still really hoping that this card gets a 1. I believe it's going to be a pop 1 if this gets a PSA 1. So I would own the only PSA 1 reverse Typhlosion from Expedition, and that would be really cool to own a 1 of 1 card. Yeah, so, you know, no guarantees that this comes back a 1, but I am really rooting for a 1 right there. Yeah, you could just, hopefully that light is showcasing that damage. So let me know what you think down below if you think that's going to get a 1, but I'm really rooting for that one. So next in the submission, we have this Blastoise, very, very worn. A lot of, you know, curving on the edges, a lot of, you know, paint wearing off there, or I don't know if you call it paint, but the card is really, really well loved. And then if we look at the back of that card, that is in deplorable condition. One of the worst I've ever seen. I don't know about you guys. If this is the worst card you've ever seen, let me know. If you've seen worse, I would love to know about it and see the card. If you can link to a picture, I'd love to see it. But yeah, I think this is the worst condition Blastoise out there, and I'm really rooting for this to also grade a PSA 1. Hopefully, you know, we can hope that we are that lucky, but, you know, it's hard to say. I'm sure there's a lot of PSA 1 Blastoises out there. It is base set. It's just base set. I mean, Expedition being a much rarer set, you know, I can understand why that could potentially be a pop 1. So then we have this Venusaur from that infamous tin that my friend had gifted to me. This card has some significant curvature, a lot of bends, a lot of folds. It was definitely in somebody's pocket on a wet, rainy day, if I had to guess. It is so significantly worn. I'm really, really rooting for this to come back a PSA 1. Let me know if you agree. I could be wrong. This could be a higher grade, but I am rooting for that 1 for sure on this lovely Venusaur. We're going to put that back in that sleeve. Next card we have in the submission, I had a sweetheart of a viewer gift me this card, and this is a gorgeous looking Umbreon. Now this is probably a more risky submission. This card is well loved. As you can see, there's some scratches on it. It doesn't take away from the incredible Umbreon art. I do not have this card in my collection. Otherwise, it has a lovely swirl down there. I am a big swirl collector, so this is a significant card in my collection, being an evolution. We'll take a look at the back of this, and this is where I think we're going to get lucky. I think this is where we're going to get that PSA 1. I could be wrong. I think this is one of the cleaner cards in this submission. But an incredible card nonetheless. If it comes back higher than a 1, I will still love it very much. But, you know, my rules for a PSA 1 is you don't damage it more. You find it in that condition, and then you give it the love it deserves. So we are going to sleeve that one right back up, and it is a very nice card. I would love to have that in a slab. Again, just love the evolutions, as you guys know. And then lastly, we're going to be submitting this Charizard. Now, this Charizard I picked up at a con for $25. I can't recall if I've ever seen a worse Charizard. I don't think I've seen one in person has a nice bend there. lots of wear along the edges. That Charizard art is just a little bit scratched. Then we flip it over to the back side. You see some nice bending there, some nice creases, a lot down by the bottom. The edges, you know, I've seen worse, but this card is very, very played. So I will also be rooting for this to get a 1. I would like a PSA 1 in the trio all across the board. That's what we're rooting for. And let me know if you agree. Maybe my standards are, you know, a little too high. But, you know, I'm shooting to get more cards in my PSA 1 collection. And we are going to check back here in the months or years whenever I get the submission back. And I think this is a very, very strong submission. I'm very fond of all 5 of these cards. So hopefully we'll get lucky and get all 1s. All right, my friends, it is about 2 months later. We have the cards back from PSA. We are going to take a look and see what these grade as. Hopefully I was correct in my predictions, but we are going to take the time to find out. All right, let's see what the first card in the submission is. What? A 5? How is that a 5? Who graded this? Are you kidding me? Look at this card. I mean, the corner was like splitting. Look at this card. What? Could somebody explain to me how this is a 5? A 5 is excellent condition. That's not excellent. Well, you know what? It's still an awesome Typhlosion. It didn't get a 1, but I still love it for sure. I was not expecting that 5 in the slightest, but yeah, now I own a PSA 5 Typhlosion reverse from Expedition. Let's take a look at that next card in the submission. Oh, we got a Blastoise. And it did grade what I predicted, a PSA 1. And again, I don't think I've seen a Blastoise in worse condition than this. You can see that front and back. It is deplorable. It graded as predicted. I am very proud of myself for guessing that one correctly. That was a fantastic prediction. Let's take a look at that next card. We got a Venusaur in a PSA 1. It looks like my dreams might be coming true. I might get the trio in a PSA 1. And you can really see the creases in this card. Even still, you can tell it's flattened out, but you could still tell it's pretty warped. Even in the slab, they went through some effort to flatten it out. This card had a significant curve to it. And there it is in all its glory. PSA 1 Venusaur. All right. What is up next? We have a Umbreon in a 2. Okay. You know, I was really rooting for that 1, but in any grade, I absolutely love this card. Again, this was sent to me by a wonderful viewer. It has a swirl. It is a card that I did not have yet in my collection, so I am very happy to add this slab to my collection. Hoping for that PSA 1. That would have been really, really cool, but a 2 is still very nice. And last but not least, we know it's going to be that Charizard, and it graded a 1. What a fantastic submission this has been. We got a 1 back on this Charizard. I cannot believe I guessed wrong on 2 of these cards, but I mean, the trio coming back in a PSA 1 across the board, that means a lot to me. That is really awesome. I'm very happy about that. And there they are all lined up. What a fantastic submission. Again, I am just so happy with the trio. My collection is now just a little bit better as a whole. Well, my friends, I hope you guys love this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you want more of them, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a thumbs up on your way out, and that's it. Bye for now, and take care, and I'll see you all soon.